Hello, this is Seth Azria. I just wanted to make this movie to show you a couple things that struck me about the Mac when I first started using it that made me conclude that it was the perfect computer for lawyers. One of the first things that I want to talk to you about is this thing called Spaces, which is a multiple desktop thing. You'll see, as I do these movies, you'll see me move the mouse to the corner of the screen, and that brings up these 6 screens. This is called Spaces. This is in the system preferences, and the corners are called hot corners. It's part of Expose, and each hot corner can do different things. In this case, the left corner, the bottom left corner brings Spaces. The bottom right corner shows the desktop. The top right corner displays all the windows that I have open on the screen, and the top left sleeps to display. This is a really nice thing to have. It's really it makes things really easy to use, but that's just what's going on here. This is called Spaces. What really got me when I wanted to go paperless was the idea of having a big stack of papers on your computer, big files. A lot of files on the computer. They're kind of hard to look at. You probably see, Windows. It looks a lot like this. This is one of the available views. Or one of the views is also like this, which is just a list, and you really don't know what's there. You can't tell. And to open and close everything, it takes a long time, and it's really not something that is practical on a large scale. The Mac has those 2 views, of course, and there's this third view, another view that has a sort of list that shows you exactly where everything is. But the one that really got me was the new one in Leopard. It's called Cover Flow. This is it right here. This is in this view, you can actually see the documents. You can click them or use the arrow keys. You can click the arrows on the screen or use the arrow keys to go back and forth through the document to actually see what the document looks like. And then, if you hover over it, these arrow buttons show up. You can actually scroll through the document inside of this preview window. This is called the Finder window. It's the Mac version of Windows Explorer, which is what you every time you open something on your computer, you're using Windows Explorer. That's the name of the program that makes it happen. And the Mac again is called the Finder. And then, additionally, you can also click the spacebar, and it jumps out at you. And this spacebar preview method, then this scroll bar comes up, and you can just go through it. And you're done looking at it. You just press the spacebar again, and then it goes back. And to me, this was just a fantastic thing. Another thing I want to show you really quickly, just how aesthetically the Mac looks. What I really like about it is this thing called on the bottom here. It's called the dock. It's the Mac version of what's called a taskbar. Right now, you can see that. You can see how the icons are 3-dimensional, and they kind of float there, and they magnify in size when you roll over them. Of course, you can turn all this off, and you can put this on high. You can, for example, you can make it smaller, and then they jump out even more, which is kind of neat. And there's a bunch of other things that you can do with it. But these couple things were really got me, this cover flow, and I wanted to show it to you because I think it's great. Once for lawyers, we're used to leafing through documents and to get an idea of what something looks like. And in CoverFlow, you can actually do that on the computer. And it made me want to scan a whole bunch of stuff and just to look at it. It's great for business. It's great to look at business cards, receipts, whatever. Really, you can look at it in this view, and it's a great thing. So that's just a couple of things I wanted to show you about what a Mac looks like. And I hope you enjoy the article I wrote about Apple computers, and I really think it can make a big difference in your office, make things a lot easier and a lot smoother. Thanks for listening.